Hello everybody, welcome back in my quite a specific video, because this video is dealing with repairing, let's say repairing tools. I have no such category on YouTube, but I am going to create it. We can use also a flashlight, that's good. It's about this tool. As you can see, it's disassembled here, and I would like just to tell you some story about that. The prime problem was that here is the motor. It is commutator motor, or motor with commutator. As you can see inside, it's quite high quality. And suddenly, from one day to another day, when I'm going to use this motor, it was sparking. I can do it like that way. I have some tools. Teeth tool. It's starting to generate a lot of sparking coming from commutator, and also you could feel some bad smell. So my first suspect was that the commutator is dirty, is contaminated by an oil. So as you can see, I disassemble, carefully disassemble this chassis around. Yeah, okay, quite a good camera. And opened the motor and cleaned the commutator and also the contactors by spirit alcohol, specific isopropyl alcohol, I think it was it, for cleaning, in order not to be any kind of dust, and especially not to be oil, because oil is like insulation and it could be the reason. Then I assembled everything back, but the result was absolutely the same. The motor was able to work only on very low revolutions. Maybe I attach a video when I assemble all the device back. But I would like to point some more things, because now this is the second time when I disassembled the screwdriver and disattached the motor. But this day I took a motor and connect to ATX power supply from common computer. There are 5 volts and 12 volts. First I tried only 5 volts. There was no any spark. No one spark was visible. Then I tried 12 volts. 12 volts had no enough current to speed up the motor, but even if there was no enough current, there was the same situation, no spark visible. Motor was rotating, but consequently the power supply dropped down into protection mode, so it dispowerized the motor. I'm going to try to find out or try to find such a common power source with common transformer inside. Then that can be used for testing to see. But my current suspect is that the motor is quite okay, because even if current from power supply is not enough, I think that 5 volts is giving 20 amps and 12 volts is giving somehow 5 amps. But it's enough current to see any kind of sparking, but there was really not visible any sparking indeed. Therefore my next my next let's say consideration was that something could be wrong in that very sophisticated electronic PCB. It's so sophisticated that you can see here it has its own software version. So there is a microchip, like microcontroller. Probably that one is microcontroller. I need some. Yeah, probably that one is microcontroller. And this microcontroller is having its own software. And but I think that there is, except these feeding rail bars or feeding conductors, there is nothing what could be affected, let's say power side, because motor is power side of screwdriver. Unfortunately, we have also signal side of screwdriver now, as you will see in very short time. This power side is also very important. Is here some triag or thyristor? I don't know what is inside. I'm not so sophisticated, but we could search on the internet. It's some kind of PWM like power control of the motor. It could be also that the signals coming out into these two wires and going to the motor. Now motor is soldered out, because I wanted to test motor standalone, that if motor itself is really work or not. And it's working very smoothly. So this can be also the reason that this PWM model is giving somehow strange signals to the motor, but how strange it could be, I really couldn't imagine. I can't imagine. But here we have a switching, the rotation switching, and only what I could figure out is because rotation switching, there is also some switch inside. And what I could only figure out, that switch is also somehow connected to electric circuit, to giving only signal to electric circuit, and or maybe it's mechanical switch. If it's mechanical switch, it's not possible. But now I see that it could be somehow only mechanical switch. I don't know. Yeah, but if it's only electric switching, it could be certain situation that motor is going very, very fast to one side, another side, one side, another side, and this creates something like dynamic shortcut, or how to say it. One side is prevailing, because when you push only slightly this button, you can keep slowly rotating the machine, but batteries are going empty very soon, and there is obviously even then there is very high power consumption. But motor itself is smooth and fine. There is nothing visible. The second thing is that there is some kind of encoder here. I will try to fix it somehow like this way. I'm not sure if it's possible, probably not. Okay, I have to keep by both hands. I will try to concentrate. Yeah, but here, in spite of this PCB, I cleaned it by compressed air. It's cleaned because it was totally dirty. This one is not so much clean, because I opened it just before this video. And as we can see, here is some kind of quasi encoder. Okay, I have to go a little bit out of this one from the certain angle, maybe we could see the holes. You see that there are some holes and some mandrels, or I don't know how to say this shape, which is like an extra shape. And by certain combination, there is two sets of detectors, hole detectors, let's say in infrared or basically optoelectronic detectors, and there is a lot of dirty even here. But what is more important, that the same principle is on the but I don't know if I'm able to. On the you can see on the opposite side, and there is some calculation between these four detectors, and this calculation can assume the position of the power, let's say power button. And there is also quite a big microchip for this, and going wires, and my only going wires to the main power board connected to the battery, and my only assumption is that there should be some dirty which can create something like false. It's not signal, it's probably data, and this false data, maybe there is software bug, because usually if you have data, you could heal the data or save the data by software, that it's impossible certain state, but we don't know that what the software inside. And usually these softwares could have many holes, many bugs inside, and maybe there is certain possibility that the dirty which is here is impacted or is affected the decision process of the microcontroller, and microcontroller is generating certain chaotic impulses. Certain chaotic impulses, and these chaotic impulses are unable to speed up, to accelerate the motor, and because of these impulses are very short and very high power, there is sparking, because it's like although it's like shortcutting or something like this. But this is more or less very low probability. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to clean by pressed air. I'm going to clean these parts to be cleaned perfectly, because we could see that there is a lot of polystyrene and things like this, but I think that this won't have any effect. And my tip is, my personal tip is that something wrong is here, because this one is feeding only by signals. But finally then I'll be assembling back all the device, and we will see if there is any positive effect, or if there is no positive effect, we will see the sparking in commutator part. And before complete mechanical assembling, I will do one thing, that I will just solder the motor, but let it outside, only like to be the axle to be available. Sorry, I need to observe camera and also observe my pointer. Let it available, just to be sure that because here is planetary gear. You can imagine here planetary gear, but I wouldn't like to make dirty this my tool, because I'm using it for dental reasons. And this planetary gear, there should be maybe some, because you have a locking system. Oh, now this locking system is not working. Okay, never mind. I would like to test the motor, like to be outside, because this is also kind of possible theory that something is I am going to use this one. Something is breaking inside the gearbox, because you have also mechanical stoppers like safety stoppers. You have also the stopper when you want to tie off the tool in the head, and there should be something broken inside. I'm not going to open this inside, because if it's broken unrecoverably, that some plastic material or whatsoever, probably this plastic chassis would be broke inside, and there is no sense to go inside this gearbox. Maybe for like a funny reason, just to carry out lessons learned, but definitely I don't or I do not suggest you to buy this kind of tool, because I used this tool only couple of days, and after couple of days, really very short using, and what I'm doing, I'm just milling specific openers to polystyrene, because when you anchoring the polystyrene according newer norms, you should anchor underneath the polystyrene, so you have to grab certain material. I don't know how to say in English. We call it like fraise or fresa, freezing, but freezing is something different in English. But yeah, it was not very heavy work, and also I used it for drilling some small holes in my workshop, but it was working maybe up to 20 days, maybe maximal 1 month, and then it was broke. The problem is that this was like a secondary tool, and it was lying in my in my workshop for a longer time, so I had no guarantee anymore because now it's lying like broken part next 2 years, but I think that it was produced in 2016. You see, and we have 2023. We are at the end of 2023. So, but maybe I bought it in 2019, 2018. I'm not sure, but it was lying over 2 or 3 years, and I even couldn't find any recipe from it. So this is just experimental, but this is lesson learned, that not to buy too many tools, even if they are in action, because sometimes when you buy for a good price, you could buy you could do wrong deal. You could do a wrong deal, because it doesn't mean that good price means good that you are a winner, because now I paid something, but usage period was almost zero. So just warning to the other people, or maybe someone could have also idea that what's wrong, because maybe someone had analyzed this, had the same issue, and successfully analyzed and successfully repaired this, and could let's say comment that what was the issue with this Bosch screwdriver. But it's quite ergonomic on the other side. Yes, it's quite ergonomic, not very heavy, but it is, as I remarked, it's not very good quality tool, because it's filled by electronic. I think that the reason why there is no good quality is especially this power, let's say power boundary, or power, how to call it, like power stopper, because you can control power by pressing to the PWM power electronic. There is power electronic inside, let's say, and you can also predict the power. Yes, basically this is electronic. Now I know what is it. In comparison with other older tools, this is electronic clutch control. Yes, you need, because when you are let's say tying off certain screws, you need to have certain torque, and you can preset up the torque electronically by using this one. But problem is that all this composition is based on microelectronic or electronic devices as much as it was possible. Unfortunately, gearbox is not possible to replace by electronic, some electronic hogs. So this must be physical. And maybe it's just broken. Only one physical. It should be ridiculous that only one physical thing which must be kept, because otherwise you have no output torque. Could be broken, yeah, but the rest is only electronic. But I guess that there is some miscommunication within the electronic system, and it's too sophisticated, I think, that and this is quite clear evidence that too sophisticated things are not very good for heavy using, or even this wasn't heavy using, but maybe you can use it like that you can keep it on your shelf. When I keep it on my shelf next 5 years, so it would be surely working. But this is not so suitable for let's say workshop, even workshop, like hobby workshop use. And I really don't use it as a specifically because I saved it due to ergonomic design, due to compactness, because I have other rigid series, and this rigid is 2 or 3 times more heavy or heavier, 3 times heavier than this one. So this was like compact and quite powerful. When it was working, it was also quite powerful, but now it's not working and it's broken totally. And I'm not happy because I would like to repair it, because I don't like to throw out the things which haven't been working, because we are living in a world that we shouldn't create so much waste. But probably it won't be in my force. If there is, if I found that there is by the testing motor outside connected to the regular power, and if I found that motor is working and something broken is inside gearbox, it would be great, because I can decide that okay, this is like unrepairable for me, because you cannot buy such gearbox, spare gearbox somewhere in the shop, because it's one-time use. Bosch and many companies are producing one-time use things. They have no interest to, let's say, to keep their tools running so much time till you don't have a professional version, because this is hobby. Green is a hobby version. And sometimes even professional versions are not so good, but this hobby version is like that. Yeah, I would like to find the reason. This is the most important. So thank you very much for watching till that time. I'm going to spray out the dirty from the encoding part, and prepare the device for testing with released motor, like to be free for rotations, and then I will see that if motor is rotating or if there is really some problem. Thanks and bye for now. So welcome back in my video which is related to repairing this Bosch screwdriver. I mounted the motor like to be aside in order after of course after the cleaning the electronic clutcher. I mounted back the motor, but not putting it inside the gearbox, just let it outside to see whether the motor is working when it's released, when there is no danger that it should be some mechanical striking inside the gearbox. Unfortunately, or maybe even fortunately, I would like to say, because this motor can be replaced very easily, I think. This is not gonna be a big issue. Once I have identified this motor as a broken part, because you will see when I start the motor, there will be going not only sparking outside, but also some fumes, which are fumes of burnt oil. So what happened probably in this lamellas and commutator, because there is I cannot move the motor. I have to move the camera because the cables are very strong. You see that there are rests of Vaseline or lubrication, because there is not bearing balls, but there is some kind of very primitive ball, but bearingless ball, just some kind of this one. And probably from inside there was released a little of this lubrication and dropped directly on the motor, and therefore it's not. Now the contractors are unable to transmit or transform higher power, because the coils or these conductive elements has very high impedance or resistance, and therefore it's burning inside. I will try to simulate. You will see that from beginning, okay, it's working. Yeah, it's working. Now we could observe some kind of. Now you see that it's going fumes. Yeah. But it's still less and less fumes. Oh my gosh. Did you see it? There was even flame, because the temperature was so high inside that the oil started to be burned. But very bad smell this, because I'm doing it in my kitchen at the moment. So I would like to stop. There is no reason to do anything with the motor. I would like just disattach the motor, mount everything back, and try to find some kind of such a motor, or but I don't think so that it's reparable, because there are no common, let's say, replaceable elements. This is just a one-time use motor, and I tried to clean up, but obviously it's not good. it's not working. So, and you have also to keep a very specific geometry when you, even if I found replacement from another motor, the commutator must be adopted to or basically not commutator, but the conductive coils or elements must be adopted to the commutator shape, and it's not so easy to do that. So it's better to look for another replacing motor, maybe from another similar, because I think that this motor will be very serial one, and when I find a similar screwdriver, similar size, there is a very high chance that it would be the same. It would be the same motor inside, and I just replace the motor. Maybe I can find like spare part, motor like spare part on some e-shop. I will see, but this is the best for me basically, because the device can be still repaired somehow. I just need to find out a new motor. But on the other hand, there is a very nice example that Bosch quality is not like used to be Bosch quality, because when they use such unreliable motors, when or where the lubrication is released into commutator part, it's not very good for reputation, I think so. But anyway, the ergonomic design is really quite good. Therefore, I would like to save this tool, because I'm not sure if it's possible to buy such tool in these days. And yeah, it's quite good for fine working, like small teeny workshop, and this tool is quite good. Okay, thank you very much for watching. When I find a new motor, I will also make a short video, but it won't be so soon, I think, because I need to check all my resources. Bye bye. Yeah, it's working or not? Probably yes, I see it's working. So hello, good morning. Sorry, it's good evening. Never mind. I was addicted. Now I have very specific conditions. I think that everything is okay. Oh my gosh. No, this was good. Okay. So good morning. Now I would like to continue with my. I can a little bit enlarge. Yeah, come on. Okay, it's more than enough. With my restoration of this really shitty Bosch screwdriver, because after a certain time, this engine motor, not this engine is motor, the brushes inside the motor have been contaminated by the Vaseline. It's lubrication of this, it's not bearing, it's less bearing something, you know, for making moving smooth in the axle. And the contamination caused that the brushes inside were sucked the lubrication, and their conductivity decreased dramatically, and resistance increased against the conductivity. So I ordered another motor. It should be the same voltage. Yes, we can see. I don't know if it's visible. Let me check. Okay, nothing is visible because I have to be a little bit close here. Okay, I will move somewhere like this way. I don't know now when I was talking here. Probably like this way. Okay, now I need to move here, and here is the centrum. Okay. So once again, good evening. Let me continue in this shitty screwdriver reparation. I ordered new brushed motor from China. Yeah, it's from China, and let's do. But I hope that it will be in focus everything. So I have to be very careful to operate with all the stuff within the focus. So this is the old motor. What is interesting, I need to check. Okay, yes, that's good. Somewhere here is the area of visibility of my Motorola mobile phone and multi-purpose or everything, you know, because I use it for video, I use it for video making, video watching on YouTube, sometimes even my video watching, yeah, during nights and etc. etc. Let's say once again, it's brushed motor and there was lubrication from the opposite side, a lot of lubrication and rotation caused that some small drop of lubrication contaminated the commutator and consequently the brushes were contaminated, and because of the heating, because of the first insulation between brush and commutator caused heating up the system disseminating or melting the vaseline into oil, and the brushed coils, we call it like brush coil, basically brush has something like not smooth structure. There is some microstructure inside the other metal, so this microstructure sucked the oil, and since that moment the brushes has much greater resistance and they are unable to transport so big current, and therefore there are sparkings and flamings and whatsoever, because there is oil plus very high temperature due to high resistance, and it is not usable anymore. Maybe it would be the situation that we let it be to be overburnt, but it is more than likely that it will be damaged by the flames inside. So therefore I have bought another motor. This motor seems to be quite similar. Brushes are looking very good as far as I see them. What is the focus of the camera? But you cannot see them. But it's brand new. Also here, yes, but it's almost the same. Even marking is the same. And what is only difference? There is only different size of this one, and now I see that it could be really problem, because also there is different position of this, but it has 30, like 30. This is okay. I hope that it has 30. Let's calm down. Okay, I can count down. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes, the 13 elements. Yeah. Even here it's visible lubrication. Yeah, this was really bullshit, this one motor. But now I maybe have a problem. Never mind. I'm going to open before I do some, because I read in catalog that this one is, about 1 millimeter, little bit higher. But I didn't read anything about that the position on the axle would be different, and now I see that it's much more different. And I'm not sure if this differential is still okay. So let me check. I think that I have only this one. Okay, I don't know. Okay. So basically we will see. Okay, here is one more. Okay. Basically I will try to keep all the screws inside the chassis. So this one, this one and this one. Here we have the connections. This is like okay, this is like also okay, but what is not only okay is if we are able to move inside the shaft inside, but first of all we have two screws here and we need to disassemble this one. Okay, but I'm not sure if it's okay, if it's possible to do that, because this was really complicated to assemble together. Yeah. We will see. It seems to be that it could be problem a little bit. I'm checking if it's necessary. Okay, it's not necessary. Okay. Okay. Since this moment it fits perfectly. I just need to be sure, because here is plus and here is minus. To be honest, I don't know which one was where. But it seems to be that plus was upper, because we can rotate like this way or like this way. And it seems to be that this is okay position, because plus has tendency to be upper and this has tendency to be somehow lower, yes. So I can mount. So my first attempt will be just to mount everything together, not to think so much. Here we see that there is special glue for screwing, so I'm going maybe to use the glue, sorry, not glue, but glue. I need to modify a little bit. I just hope that it's visible what I'm working on. It seems to be that it's focused correctly. Okay, here we have we can use which one's the strongest? This is 603. Okay, I have different, but I think that original is blue one, and this is also blue one. It's very toxic, so we have to be very careful, because only few people knows that it's very toxic, and I'm one of the few. Okay, but now there is question, because it has couple of years. Yeah, and probably it's not working anymore. Okay, I don't check it's okay. It's blocked. So I will do it like that way, and I will try to. Yeah, but it's very toxic. This is not good idea. I need to clean up the table and use something like this way. No, this way. Different way. Range system. Okay. This is not good way. I will use one which is opened. In spite of that, it's definitely not the correct one. I hope that one is opened. Yeah, this is opened. What about this one? What is it open or not open? It's not open, but this is very high level, and this one is opened. Yeah, I hope that it's opened. Yes, it's opened, but it's very tough. It's very strong. So it's very strong. One is, and second is perfect. Okay. This is 603. It's the best. It's the strongest one. I have only 3 different variants. Okay, and what is the element is the same? Wow, element is the same. Okay. It's the same Philips. We have the first problem, because this is number 3 and the holes. What is the problem? No. No, I was working. I was definitely in different location. Come on. I would like to touch because it's very aggressive. Okay, this is the correct location. Okay, we are happy because it's working. I was worried because there were 2 different chassis. One has 3 millimeters and one has 4 millimeters predefined holes, and in that case it would be a really big problem when there is different one. Okay, I will use this hand device to use correct force. We don't need to tie it absolutely because there is glue, and and it will create enough, or all the other things. Okay, and now there is okay, first, before I would like to check if there is movable availability, if there is nothing to be blocked, and secondly I will try to let's say to apply. Yeah, but I need to recognize here is such a blocker. Okay, blocker is set up. It's set up, but it seems to be that it's not good. But on the other hand, I'm thinking that definitely yes, it's definitely not good. Okay, I'm going down to the workshop because I have specific tool, this axle. I can try to pull down a little bit this schneck on the axle. I hope that it's possible, but I need to use the specific tool, but I will see, because axle maybe can be very fragile. So, but when I pull it a little bit down, everything would be okay. Now it seems to be that there is a little bit imprecisity. So I need to formate a little bit this Chinese motor. So see you later. So I'm back and okay. Here was a line with me, or obligation basically. It's called in another country like Vasavan. I will put a little bit, but I have to be. Now it's coming. It's lithium molybdenum Vasaline. Okay, it's enough. It away, because we have not enough space here. Okay, we have Vasaline to install inside, and now there is only one challenge. We need to complete very precisely this one, since I'm not sure how it is working. Oh, okay. It must be very precisely installed all together. And before the mounting, I need to attach. Yeah, but now I can see that it's impossible to attach the black one in such position. And the black one goes here, and this one goes here. Seems to be like this. In that case, I need to rotate the motor inside. Because the red one seems to be bigger. Never mind, everything is okay. Yeah, but I'm not sure if I mean. Yeah, we just need to rotate about 180 degrees, so like that way. Okay, perfect job. Okay. Perfect, it's settled, and the red one is going here. Okay, the black one is going here. Perfect. Go through. If not go through, I can on the opposite side. Or maybe it's okay. So this maybe is quite good installation. Okay. range of visibility. We have some flux here. Oh, which, come on. When I was in Italy, they didn't know this colofonia, but they have these trees called ciders, and they got this colofonia, and I was collecting the colofonia because I couldn't do my job without the colofonia. It was really fun. But they have natural source of colofonia, but didn't know about this. I dropped a little bit colofonia, I said that it doesn't matter. Wow, this is too much. This is too much. I don't want to put too much. Okay, never mind. We can leave it. Just fix it with more seam, and we will a little bit cut the end like this. I don't know where it's been. Okay. So plus is plus, minus is minus. I hope that everything is movable and rotatable. And now there is only one challenge to install everything properly. Because we need to put everything together. We need to rotate a little bit. Just hope that there is still some volatility for rotation. Okay. We will try to find the elevation. Okay. Okay. Here we need to put this one here. Okay. This will be the most problematic issue to get everything together perfectly to be fits, because this gearbox, or how to call it, is so crazy, and it's really very crazy, and maybe more than very crazy. It's more than very crazy, and I need some pinzette because I think that this is going, this must go aside. Okay, because sometimes the cables are blocking, and you need to literally settle each cable individually to let the things to be settled properly. Yeah. Okay, this is okay. We need to have a okay. Here is the gearing, and this is not good. Because it's not working, obviously. In spite of that, it's definitely settled. This one is outside a little bit. Yes, it's a little bit outside. Okay, never mind. Everything goes quite well. I'm just looking that how these two things are clutched together, because I don't see anything. But maybe the opposite side could align a little bit. Yeah. But this one is obviously not good. Not in a good position. it must go a little bit. Everything is okay, but this one is not okay. Yeah, maybe now. Let me check. Seems to be okay. This okay. It's working. I see that it's working because the last step is that when we are increasing the torque between these 2 points, there is like changing also mechanic gear inside. Otherwise, the rest is only electrical torque. So there is only electrical like encoder. There is encoder from this side. You see there are perforations. Also, other side there are perforations. And from these two simplified encoders, the drive is calculating electric torque. But once we change this mechanic, I don't know, this mechanic gearbox, there is also mechanically change the gear to be higher. I think higher ratio or low ratio. I don't know. Yeah, here is a little bit like strange for me. I'm not sure that it's really like this way, but it doesn't matter. Just not to be contacted with any chassis of the motor, because I don't know what could be caused this one. But this one seems to be fixedly down, and I will try to install the cover. I will see how easily it will be settled or not settled, and then I can assess if it's okay or not okay. Where is the problem basically? Okay, problems with this. I think the problem is here somewhere. Maybe yes, maybe not. I will try a second. The length is verified. I have to put it away because sometimes this can cause unpleasant situation. But I think that I'm fighting only with, since this one seems to be okay, I'm fighting only with this part. Finally installed. Okay, here we can see that we need to okay, I see now the problem is some other tools. So all these cables must be pulled inside of this channel, like this way. Okay. And also this one must be pulled there. And I'm not sure if there would be also even small gap, because it fits together. We will see. Maybe no. We will see if it's better or worse. Oh, it's much better here. Also here it fits. It looks that it fits finally. Okay. So before I mount it, I will test movability of the encoder and a little bit on the. Okay. Seems to be, because there is anti-movable lock, I cannot just without battery I cannot test it, but I will slightly, it's not so big deal for electric screwdriver, I will slightly just fix some screws. Before that I will use this way, okay, because I need to sometimes it's okay, oh. Oh. Okay, I screwed almost completely everything. I seem to be absolutely at everything because it's not a big deal. Okay, it wasn't a big deal, so now I was testing. Okay, okay. Everything is movable. I have a battery. I'm not sure if it's still charged because the machine hasn't been used over 3 years. But here is there any? No, okay, there is nothing like this. So just okay, but I don't think so that it's visible anything here because it was very high resolution. Maybe this video will be just shit video for. Okay, come on. No, I don't know how to handle. Okay, now battery is here. It's lighting. You see, it's lighting. No, it's seen. Okay. Here is also encoder is lighting. But nothing is working. Ah, okay. Okay. For my surprise, it's working and it's very silent. Commutator is almost no sparking. Let's say another direction. Another direction is not working. No any smell. Okay. It seems to be that battery is dead. Maybe I need to charge a battery firstly. It doesn't look like to be battery dead. I don't know what's wrong to be. And now it's also running in opposite side. But this torque is not reacting very well. Now you can see that it's much greater revolution. But there is almost no sparking. And although cooling is much greater than the original was, so I think that, I don't know why sometimes it's not working. It's a matter of battery, but it's not matter of battery because I don't know what does it mean, this blinking, but never mind. Under certain conditions it's working. The battery says that it's full. So it's repaired, definitely it's repaired. So thank you very much for watching. But it's repaired, but my rigid is my rigid. This is American machine and I used it over 8 years and there is almost no loss of capacity of the battery, and really we can build from very thin electronics. I can build also a house with these devices. That's great device. Thank you very much for watching my video and see you later in my videos. Bye bye.